Hey guys, what's up? I'm in the mood to talk about the Pirates of the Caribbean cancellation and how it's amazing that now we're at a point in society and entertainment when a cancellation comes as a relief rather than a disappointment. It's just the strangest thing that we're at that point. But before I get into this, please subscribe if you're interested in anti-woke entertainment, I guess, because I'm a writer and I'm going to be hopefully next year opening my publishing house and getting my books published. So if you're interested in anti-woke entertainment, books in particular, please subscribe if you'd like to, get access to good entertainment in the hopefully the near future. So yeah, there's that. Anyway, about Pirates of the Caribbean, it's a weird thing to be more relieved than disappointed over a cancellation. And a lot of things now, people I know, including myself, we would be relieved to hear of other things being canceled. It's just weird, like this new Indiana Jones, for one. I don't know a lot about it, it could be fairly decent, but I don't think it needs to be done. And I've heard there's going to be a bait-and-switch thing. Indiana Jones is going to be replaced by a girl. I haven't really done a lot of research on it, but I'm not going to be surprised if that happens. And my thought is a female Indiana Jones is Lara Croft. I mean, that is really what people have always said for years. So why do you have to why does Indiana Jones have to pass the torch on to a female? And does that mean Disney's going to be making more movies under the title Indiana Jones with a female character in the future? I don't know. You don't know what Disney will do, but I know I'm getting off topic here, but I kind of want to talk about Indiana Jones too for a minute. It's just weird because you got an actor like Harrison Ford who, I like some of his movies, not all of them, not really a Star Wars fan, but to me he almost seems like the king of destroying his own character, because it's like, for example, you've played Han Solo for years and years, or whatever. That's your character, that's what you're known for. Yet you agree to let that character get kind of disgraced in the movie. I know he got killed in the first Disney Star Wars Episode 7, so it wasn't like they really slapped him in the face like, oh, he's a man, he sucks, whatever. But I just feel like, just agreeing to be in that movie, I don't know, it's just agreeing to being Indiana Jones to let that character be replaced by a woman. That's just disrespectful to his character. It's just like, why do you keep agreeing to be in these movies? Like, I would not agree. Like, if I were working for any of these companies, I'd step out once they start taking the characters and destroying them. But, maybe a lot of people have stepped out, and then they would, hire new people who don't give a flying flip. And they're like, okay, I don't care what we do. I just want to make money, even though what they're doing to me is not going to really bring them in a lot of money. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people will see Indiana Jones, the new Indiana Jones, but I think more people are going to be like, okay, really? This isn't necessary. Why can't... when it comes to, like, Pirates of the Caribbean, I think a female crew working on a pirate ship or whatever sounds pretty intriguing. I mean, I don't really need to wait on something new for that. I could watch, like, Cutthroat Island with Gina Davis, which is a pretty good movie, or a fairly decent movie. But, like, if they wanted to make a new story with all-female pirates, I'm like, heck, go ahead. But don't use the name Pirates of the Caribbean. Make a completely new title. Like, the Ghost Cloud. That's the name of the ship, and the movie's called The Ghost Cloud, and it's about females on a ship. Females on a ship, about female pirates or something, but at the same time, it sounds kind of boring. It's like, okay, just all females. I don't know, it should have some guys in there too, but, I don't think that's a bad idea. It's not the worst idea. It's just trying to use the title or the brand of Pirates of the Caribbean to elevate that story is kind of stupid. It's like, make your own story. Make a new franchise, not Pirates of the Caribbean, something else. And, I'm sure people will be plenty interested in it. It's just kind of getting really annoying that they have to keep using a classic movie franchises platform to push their own story or their politics or whatever. It's just, and it's happening to everything, and it sucks. And that's why I say when something comes, when you hear about a cancellation, it's a relief. And I know some people would have enjoyed that Pirates of the Caribbean, and I'm sure it would have had some entertainment value, but I don't think it would have been worth it to make it, because more people would have been upset and annoyed and disappointed that they had to use Pirates of the Caribbean to like drag the name through the mud to make this movie that most, like, not, like maybe 75% of people just didn't want and don't care about and didn't like the sound of. It's just, I don't know. So just that it got canceled is like good. It's like, I don't want to see them. I wouldn't even really want to see another Pirates of the Caribbean with Johnny Depp, because the 4 and 5 were good, fun, but they weren't great. I mean, they're enjoyable. I'll watch them again and again, but it's like the first one is obviously the best. I actually am a fan of the original trilogy. Most people I know don't like it. I'm like, oh, I think it's okay. But the first 3 really are the main ones, and then 4 and 5 just kind of, it was okay. But, they don't need to make more, even with Johnny Depp. Give Johnny Depp a new role to play, and of course, they're not gonna, because they shunned him. And I think that's stupid, because they're taking, that's their loss, to cancel an actor like that who's really awesome. Like with the whole Amber Heard thing, the first thing I thought was, okay, he's an established actor who's been around for a long time. If all this was true, I don't think he would have done something so horrible to spoil his name, because he's a big actor. Why would he ruin his career? And another thing was, like, I mean, Amber Heard was a narcissist, but it's like, couples have fights and stuff, everybody does. So, I mean, if you, not tussle with your husband, but, like, if you get in fights with your husband, that's normal. I mean, there's certain types of fights that aren't normal, but it's like, I just feel like the whole thing was just like making a mountain out of a molehill. It's like, lady, everybody has problems, and there's people who have problems worse than you. Amber Heard, I'm talking to Amber Heard. It's like, I know it's over already, which is good, and Johnny Depp's been proven innocent, whatever. I don't know the terminology, but it's just like, when she was complaining, it's just like, oh brother, people get in fights. I mean, I've been married for 8 years almost now, and it's just like, things aren't always perfect, but you work through it. And she was just, I feel like she was just going after him. I mean, I don't know if she wanted to destroy him, or I think they said defame. I don't know the word, but maybe she wanted his money. I don't know. But it's just really sad that people, like, the people that decided to fire Johnny, it's like, you guys are just trying to virtue signal, like, oh, we're pro female, of course she's right. It's like, you're not even taking the time to understand the situation. So it's just, but I think Johnny Depp's better off not working with Disney, but I wouldn't even want to see another Johnny Depp Pirates of the Caribbean. I love Jack Sparrow, he's fantastic, and I gotta say that if I had a Jack Sparrow like wig, I would totally be wearing it in this video, and I would be making a lot of jokes. But I don't have a Jack Sparrow wig. Anyway, yeah, so the whole thing is good that it got canceled. Back to that, I was getting off topic. But, like with Margot Robbie, I'm not really a fan of her. Some of her movies, like, just the look of them, they look kind of skanky. She seems a little skanky. So I was just like, picturing her and a group of girls as pirates seems just skanky. It's like, it just sounds really weird. It doesn't sound wholesome or family friendly. Like Pirates of the Caribbean, the original ones were family friendly for the most part. And, like, she actually looked good when I saw her picture, saw her in costume. It looked like she was in, I don't know, I just was looking at a few pictures, and I thought she looked okay. It's like, you could play a pirate, but just, you guys need to not make the pirate movie under the Pirates of the Caribbean umbrella, whatever, franchise, just make your own series or show, or movie. And that's the problem now, is they just keep using the platform of classics and well-known movies to push their stories that they know if they just made it their original story, nobody would care about it. But I think some people would, and as long as they didn't pump full of politics. But anyway, just ranting here. Yeah, so I think that some people are going to be disappointed that it's canceled. But like I said, it's just because they would have pleased a few people, but it wouldn't have been worth the 75% of people who probably would be upset about it, So, and the fact that this got canceled, I hope it's a sign that more things that are going woke will get canceled, because I just want to see the entertainment, good entertainment come back. I mean, I guess it's probably not gonna. I feel like it's pretty soon entertainment. It's not for the average American or average citizen. You don't have to be American, but just average person. Like, entertainment is not going to be for you anymore. It's going to be for, I don't know, I don't know. It's like, who is it going to be for? Because it's just like a small group of people who, I guess a new generation of moviegoers, it's like maybe that it's for them, and the people who don't even take time to watch classics, people who are like, I only watch new stuff, I don't watch old stuff, and it's like, well, what you're watching, it's new now, it's going to be old in 10 years, or, what's old in your eyes. I mean, I don't even see things like The Goonies as old. Like, 1950s and 60s and maybe 70s is old in my eyes. Like, if it's from the 80s, it's not really old yet. So yeah, but these people, they say, I only watch new stuff. I mean, I've heard people say that so many times, like at my workplaces in the past, and it's just like, okay, like, my husband is a big Godzilla fan. You could see, his Godzilla's up there. And, in Japan, they make like a Godzilla movie every year, and they've made a few American versions, and, there was this one guy at my work who was like, what are you talking about? There's only 3 Godzillas. And, this was like almost like 7 years ago. And it's like, he doesn't even know what's out there. And that's how a lot of these newer moviegoers are like. They don't know anything about the history of entertainment. They haven't really gone out there to like a pawn shop and bought some old movies to watch. Because, you can stream and you can watch some. And when I say old, I mean like the last 20, 30 years, You can stream movies from within the last several decades, but you can't really get access to all of them. And a lot of times, like Netflix, and I don't have a lot of experience with Netflix because I'm not a streaming fan. I've dabbled in it a few times, but it's like, they don't really have that great of stuff. Like, they've got a couple gems, but, of the last few decades, but it's mostly just like a few things that you're just like, huh. And of course they have a lot of their originals and stuff, but it's just, I don't know, newer viewers of movies and TV shows and video games, they just don't know what they're missing. And then at the same time, they don't even want to take the time to seek out older movies. And I mean, people that would watch, if that Pirates of the Caribbean, female-led Pirates of the Caribbean had come out, or gotten the green light and they'd done it, I think that a lot of people who'd watched it probably wouldn't have been people who've seen the originals, and they would be like, oh, I don't care about the originals, I just like this one or something. The people that they actually would have cared to even see it. I don't know. It's just weird where entertainment's going. But like I said, please subscribe if you're interested in some fresh new entertainment. Hopefully next year I'll start getting my well, it's probably going to be only 1 book at first, but I've wrote 6 books. I'm working on my 7th book. And later on I'm going to talk about my experience with the book industry and working with them. They're just demons. They are like the kings and queens of SJWs, and I'm going to talk about it eventually. What I need is a door. I don't have a door in my office, and if I could have a door, I could probably do more work in here and do more videos, but like I have to always wait for the house to get clear to make a video. Anyway, and then if I have a door, I could just do so much more, but do my work. Anyway, sorry, I'm just rambling. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thanks for listening. I really appreciate you. Please give the video a like, and yeah, I will talk to you later.